Christ is the one who provides stability in our life. The first is the foundation of our faith. Our faith in Christ is not built on shifting sands, but on the solid rock of His unchanging nature. Jesus said in Matthew 7, verses 24 through 27. Matthew 7, verses 24 through 27. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine, this is Jesus speaking, by the way, and puts them into practice, in other words, they do what He says, they obey it. He is like a wise man who built his house upon the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice, in other words, they don't do what He says, they don't obey it, is like a foolish man who built his house upon the sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. You see, Christ's unshakable foundation offers us solid footings in the trials and tribulations of life. When the winds of uncertainty blow, when the storms of life rage, we can remain steadfast because we are anchored in Him. The writer of Hebrews chapter 6, verses 17 through 20. Hebrews 6, verses 17 through 20 says, because God wanted to make the unchanging nature of His purpose very clear to the heirs of what was promised, He confirmed it with an oath. God did this so that by two unchangeable things, in which it is impossible for God to lie, we who have fled to take hold of the hope offered to us may be greatly encouraged. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain where Jesus, who went before us, has entered on our behalf. Again, Jesus did something that we could not do ourselves. He bridged the gap between us and God.